You flop a flush draw, you might be able to win it with a semi-bluff, and here you're seeing Spindler get aggressive, in position.
Ace 4, suited.
Well, Kevin Saul has a big stack of chips. Against the button raise, he's going to defend with ace 4 clubs. Sometimes might even re-raise in that spot.
Well, Saul's a guy who'll mix it up, though, right? He doesn't have just one gear in the transmission,
He's obviously, to be as successful as he's been on the tournament circuit, he's obviously got game. Another suited hand going in the muck this time. Jack 6 of diamonds in the big blind. Guy lays it down.
Oh, look at this. Trip queens for Benny Spindler. Not much happening for Kevin Saul, though.
Well, that's the thing. You got 3 queens, but unfortunately, your opponent has absolutely nothing but ace high.
Yeah, there are 2 pieces to the puzzle to win a big pot, right? You've got to have the best hand, and your opponent's got to have enough to call.
Absolutely, and here we have a situation where it looks like Benny Spindler's going to want to bet it. He figures, you know what, I bet if I didn't have a queen, so I should bet when I actually do have a queen. I don't want to be that predictable. Kevin Saul might not believe this bet either. He might think his ace high is still the best hand. Spindler could have something as innocent as king 10 here.
Tôi đổ thưởng 12 triệu trên WPT Poker. Không cần nạp, vào là có vé.
Oh, look at this, Daniel. Looks like you're onto something, and Kevin Saul reaches deep.
Okay, well, what's happening now is Kevin Saul is trying to represent exactly what Spindler already has, and that's difficult to do.
Oops.
Trying to bluff a guy who's got it here. If this play is not a bad play by Kevin Saul, because if Spindler didn't have a queen, let's say he just had an ace and a 9, a very good percentage of the time he's just going to fold it. Saying, okay, maybe you got a queen. But as you can see, Spindler, he's not going to be folding with 3 queens here. Question is he going to re-raise or call? Looks like a call. I like that play better. If Kevin Saul wants to bluff the turn, be my guest.
Now, but he's got to be done with his hand at this point, right, Daniel?
Well, there's still a flush draw present, so Kevin Saul might put Spindler on a draw and think that maybe he can plow through it.
Oh, quad queens now for Benny Spindler.
Well, now Kevin Saul is going to give up on it and check. Question is Spindler going to go ahead and bet these quads, or is he going to let a card come off?
Well, he cannot lose the pot no matter what hits the river.
Ooh, very tricky. So he's made 4 of a kind, and now he's not even betting. He's hoping that Kevin Saul will hang himself with a bet on the river.
Now the 3rd diamond hits the river. But of course with trips out there, a flush not nearly as strong if somebody were to be on that type of draw.
If you had ace king of diamonds, you'd lose to a guy with 3-4 in this spot, so can't get too excited about a flush if you had one. Looks like Kevin Saul, he's really going to try to represent 4 of a kind, and that's what he's going to do here. It's so sad in a sense because he's repping the hand that Spindler has played so wonderfully so far by just checking the turn and letting Kevin Saul walk into this trap.
Somebody hand Benny Spindler a bib. He's got to be drooling here.
Well, quickly Benny Spindler moves all in. I don't know if I would have done it that quickly, but the jig is pretty much up here. Kevin Saul cannot call in a big pot here going towards Ben.
Alex and Benny are going to go heads up to this
850,000 out there. Oh my goodness, quads on the flop. Don't ever run bad.
Strange, the last time Gomez had aces, it was against Kevin Saul, and 3 6s came on board. He won a big pot. This time, 3 of a kind is going to come on board, and he's destined to lose a lot of chips right here. And now the question is, how is Spindler going to play it?
He is raising, wasting no time.
This is an interesting play here from Spindler. He's got 4 of a kind, and popular wisdom would say you should just call and slow play it. But what he's hoping for here is that his raise looks like a bluff, and that Gomez does have a hand like aces, kings, or something along those lines, and is going to, play for it all. Well, he's just going to call. Now, the funny thing about this is Gomez actually thinks that he's trapping him.
Right, he thinks he's slow playing his hand.
He's trying to trap him as he thought and as he did against Kevin Saul earlier in this tournament. Now Benny Spindler asking for a chip count.
1,350,000 apiece.
6.
Let's see the turn card.
Now Benny can't really care how much Gomez has.
It's just trying to show weakness, if you will. It's a little bit of a sort of Hollywood move. Gomez is checking.
And that's poker on a higher level, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Now Gomez is really checking in the hopes that Spindler, is going to bluff at it. As we know, he's not bluffing. He's got 4 of a kind. And Spindler is really taking an aggressive approach to this hand to try to get as many chips in as possible. A big bet once again of $2 million.
Pot up to $5.5 million now.
Well, this is the opportunity now for either Gomez to be an absolute genius and make the most remarkable laydown we may have ever seen.
Don't bet on that.
Or he might just decide, all right, now's the time. Let's get all those chips in the middle. Just an amazing... Oh, and he does. He's moving it all in. Of course, Spindler. He's calling. He's got 4 of a kind. Gomez says, ah! Completely dead. River card is totally...
Đừng bỏ lỡ tour poker miễn phí vào 19 giờ hàng ngày với giải thưởng 12 triệu tại WPT. Tải WPT để nhận các ưu đãi đặc biệt.